Hey everyone, how are we doing? What is it? It's technically Sunday right now. Looks like the sun's gonna attempt to come out in Portland, which is pretty fantastic. But I just want to say thank you for joining me today. Summer solstice, getting longer days. Hopefully it gets warmer out. Pretty excited for that. But regardless, we're gonna do a little bit of yoga today. Give it a few moments just so people can join in, but just to get things started out, I want to give you a little bit of information about what we're doing today, besides just the yoga. So know that like all of the classes, if you want to do any of them, I have them up on YouTube. There's a few of them that are live, both on Facebook and Instagram. Check out both going right now. But they're available to any experience level. If you've never done yoga before, I try to be really descriptive, and also know that you can do whatever you want to do, especially because this is, you doing it in your own home, and you're doing it in a safe space. So just remember that. Today we're doing this class in order to raise money for a Portland nonprofit organization called Don't Shoot PDX. I typed up a little information so that I wouldn't forget all the details of everything. So Don't Shoot PDX, like I said, is a local Portland business. They are an arts and education organization that promotes social justice and civic participation. Their year-round programs allow them to advocate for community members facing racism, discrimination, and discrimination by providing legal representation and direct advocacy. The art proponent of their works acts as a communicative tool to facilitate discussions about race in America, while providing educational assets to those mostly affected by discrimination in public policy. And just because I heard the front door, we have a surprise. It's not just me today. It's not just me. You don't have to watch me this whole time. We've got special guests.
Hi, everybody.
So Kylie's going to be joining today too, doing a bit of yoga. Also, if you're unable to donate today, totally don't worry about it. There is tons of ways for you to help out with organizations such as Don't Shoot. If you have the time available to you, tomorrow they are doing a community cleanup. It's going to be at the Allen Fremont Plaza Apartments, and this is going to be for the Black elderly residents that have been experiencing a lot of housing issues there. So if you want more information on that, Don't Shoot PDX at .org. And then you can also send me a message or find them on Facebook. Just let me know. So that is who we are raising money for today. And I've posted up a few things about links of how to donate to me. So you can do it through Venmo, you can do it through PayPal, you can do it through CashApp, you can do it through Apple Pay, you can come and drop some cash in my mailbox or whatever you want to do. But if you donate, we do have some prizes. So, a little extra incentive for this. So if you do donate today, $25 or more, we're going to have a drawing for a few different things. First off is going to be from Portland Spicy Peanut Butter. And Kylie has the shirt on and the peanut butter. See, you'll get this fantastic shirt. You will get 2 jars of the original recipe as well as 1 jar of the Reaper edition, the extra spicy. Ooh. That's just one. We also have donations from all, again, local Portland businesses. And remember, if you don't live in Portland, don't worry about it. I will send it to you. I will bring it to you. We will make sure that you get it. The other people that have donated is from Paloma Clothing. We have a package of a gift certificate as well as a hand-woven felt heart that came from Oaxaca, Mexico. So there is that. And if you haven't heard of Paloma before, they're a locally owned women's boutique with sustainable and eco-friendly clothing. And then we also have a gift certificate as well as some really gorgeous little gems, little heart gems that are from Sarah J. Handmade. And Sarah J. is in Southwest Portland, features over 30 local artists that are jewelry makers, potters, glass makers, and more. Several fair trade collections, an incredible display of semi-precious stones and crystals. So all of this, if you donate $25 or more via, send it to me via Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Apple Pay. Like I said, anything. Like, you just let me know. I put some information up about how to send in those donations, but also if you're like, I still don't know how to do this, just shoot me a message later. So we're gonna wait till after the class, give people a little bit of time to get their donations in. Hi everyone, thanks for joining.
Hi friends.
And we'll give it a little bit of time, and then we'll do a drawing for all of those prizes. So, I think we came here to do some yoga.
Yeah.
Did we come here to do some yoga?
I'm ready to do some yoga.
Get these socks off, okay? So like I said, this is totally available. If you've never done yoga before, don't stress about it. You're in your home, you're in a safe space. If you have blocks, awesome. Might want to give those a little use today. If you don't have blocks, there's lots of other things. You can use a water bottle. You can use books. You can, get creative with it.
Your like hand weights, like
weights
free weights. That's what I use at home. I've got like 2 30s.
Yeah.
And I just use them for all sorts of things.
See,
Yeah.
perfect. See, so all kinds of things that you can use. Well, let's see how we doing here. Got a bunch of people here on the Instagrams. Facebook is still coming in. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. So it looks like, it's been about 5-6 minutes. Let's get started. Let's do some yoga today. How about child's pose? It's a great place to start. Oh, by the way, if you want some music, my Spotify, it's just Tammy Lane. I did post a link on the Facebook if you want to link to the Spotify, and on Instagram I put a little post up about it. We're not going to be using music because I'm going to put this up later on the YouTube in case you miss it right now, and they won't let me put the music on it. So, so we'll be here in silence, but if you want some music, go to my Spotify. The Spring 2020, Spring 22 is going to be a great playlist for today, but let's get started.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm ready.
do this.
Let's do it.
Okay, child's pose. Come on down. So bring your big toes together to touch. Separate your knees wide and settle your hips back towards your heels. Once you get there, just start to walk your fingertips forward. Come all the way down until your forehead comes down to your mat. And then just settle in here. Start to breathe. And in child's pose, it's a great place to close your eyes, to just breathe softly, maybe with your forehead down and close to the earth like that. You can start to hear your own breath and find length in that breath so that each one becomes a little bit longer, a little bit fuller. And perhaps even feel your belly press against your thighs. And notice the rise and fall of your upper back and your shoulders. Let your fingertips extend further forward. Melt your shoulders back towards your hips. Big full breath in. Big full breath out. Stay here in this shape and start to walk your fingertips over towards the right side of your mat. You might even let your left hand rest on top of your right. Then as you reach through your fingertips, extend your hips back towards your heels. And get a little more length into the left side of your body. Big breath in. Big breath out. And walk your hands back through the center of your mat. Bring them up and over towards the left side. Again, maybe right hand on top of your left. Feel the space between your shoulders and your hips. Long inhale. Long exhale. And hands come back to the center of your mat. On an inhale, press yourself up, find tabletop, stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. And then just start to move your spine around. So generally people will find cats and cows, belly down, gaze up. In cat pose, tuck your chin to chest around your spine. So you can totally take these shapes, moving with your breath, but if you feel like you want something that's a little bit more organic to you, maybe you're feeling a bit tight or tense somewhere else, then just take some other movements, make circles, add in your head, your neck, your shoulders. Maybe a little bit of a wrist stretch feels really good here. And just walk it out. Like I said, move with your breath. And so perhaps that allows you to slow down any of those movements. And bring a little more attention to the pace of your breath. Feel a sense of balance. So if you move something into one direction, feel that symmetry into the other direction. And then take yourself back to a neutral tabletop. With your hands still underneath your shoulders, bring your knees out just a touch wider, toes a little bit closer together. And then we'll just get a really exaggerated cat-cow here. So it's gonna be more of a seal to a child's pose. So press through your palms, send your chest forward all the way through your arms, and let your toes follow along, like you're trying to touch your toes to the back of your head. And then exhale, press back, come into child's pose, round through your spine, dome your upper back. Inhale, pull forward into that modified seal. And then exhale, press back, child's pose. And one more time, just like that. Inhale, forward. And exhale, push back. And then come back up, tabletop position. Walk your knees back in, tuck your toes under, and exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips up towards the sky. And for some of us, maybe this is the first real movement that we're doing today, so feel free to bend your knees, bend your elbows, shake out your hips. Any movement. Maybe pop and crack a little bit. Good morning. Yup.
I felt called out. You're like, first movement of the day. I was like, oh man. I just woke up. Alright, inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and then just walk to the front of your mat. Let your feet fall behind your hands. Ragdoll pose, drape your torso down. Then here you can grab your opposite elbows. Might feel good to interlace your hands behind your head, behind your back. Weight into your toes. Heels are light. And bend your knees till you feel some sensation into your hamstrings, lengthening in your low back. And feel free to move, but if stillness feels good, you can stay there too. And relax your hands down to the ground. To wheel your feet together to touch. And inhale to slowly roll all the way up to standing. Let your head and neck stay heavy until you make it all the way to the top. And draw your shoulders up by your ears, down your back, open up your chest. Maybe palms forward, maybe hands to heart. Totally up to you. Just close your eyes for a minute. So we got about an hour together. So be here, be present. Let go of everything else, just push pause. Move your body, breathe. Big, huge inhale. Big exhale. Awesome. Let your arms rest down. If you want to keep your eyes closed, I'll guide you along with words. Inhale, arms high, mountain pose. Reach up towards the sky and feel length through your whole body. So if your shoulders drop into your ears, squeeze your shoulder blades down to your back. Create a little more space there. Breath in here. Exhale, bring your hands down to your low back for a supported back bend. So bring the heels of your hands right into the small of your back. Inhale, press your hips forward, lift your chest up. And exhale, gaze up towards the sky. Inhale is going to slowly lift you back up. And exhale, fold forward, trace your hands along your legs and come all the way down. Inhale for a halfway lift. Press into your mat or the tops of your feet or even into your legs. And find length from your tailbone all the way out through the crown of your head. Breathe in. And exhale, high plank, plant your palms, step your feet back. And hold here just for a moment. Think of your heels, hips, and shoulders all being in line. But also, if this feels like a lot for you this morning, you can always drop it down onto your knees. Press the earth away. Don't through your upper back. Take a breath in. And exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Might as well warm up our spines a little bit with some cobra pose. So the tops of your feet are down. Big toes touch, palms right by your rib cage. And on an inhale, lift your chest up. Keep your gaze slightly down so your neck, your cervical spine is long. And exhale, lower down. And 2 more times like that. Inhale, lift your chest. Press down through your toes, maybe kneecaps will lift up. Exhale, lower down. And 1 more time. Inhale, lift, elbows pull towards each other, palms might even hover. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, press up to high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back into your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, let's add on some stuff. Inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky. Press your heel back behind you. And exhale, low lunge. Step that foot between your palms. Inhale for a one-legged halfway lift. So we already did a halfway lift, but this time, right foot will be down, left leg's gonna lift up. This is one of those places where if you've got blocks, you can always use that to lift your chest up. And when I say halfway lift, that means that you've got that same long spine. So rather than curving down, lift up. I know it's gonna wake up the outer hips a little bit. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Both feet meet at the top of your mat. Inhale to mountain pose. Reach all the way up to the sky. And exhale, big back bend. Open up your chest, so arms wide this time. Inhale, mountain. And exhale, forward fold. Bring it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, both feet on the ground. And exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step back. Inhale, press into your toes. Shift your weight forward. Exhale, elbows straight back, lower just halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of your feet down, chest is forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Send it back. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge, step that foot through. Inhale, one-legged halfway lift. So again, weight into the left foot, this time right foot lifts up. And rotate all your toes down towards the ground. Yeah, maybe add some challenge, hands to heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, both feet at the top of your mat. Inhale, up to mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, back bend, open up through your chest. Inhale, mountain. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. So you've got a couple options with this. Just like we did last time, or you can always drop down to your knees. Again, take some weight out of your body. Or maybe just skip it all together. Hold the high plank and meet in down dog when you're ready. All right, we gotta do both sides one more time. This time, breath to movement. If you're moving a little slower, a little faster than my words, that's totally fine. I can't see you, so I'm not gonna know. So
Right.
Inhale, right leg up. Only Kylie. You can see Kylie.
Yeah.
Exhale, low lunge, step through.
I'm focused. So neat.
Inhale, one-legged halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, your choice. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, one-legged halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, any variation that works for you. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Okay, we're going to change it up even more. Keep changing it. Keep you on your toes.
On the toes?
On the toes.
We're on the toes.
I mean, not like technically on the toes.
Not like on the toes.
Not
like
on the toes,
the
but on the
balls.
toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Those mind toes.
The mind toes. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale for grounded twist. So left hand will stay down. Inhale your right arm up towards the sky. Again, this is a great place to use a block if you want. You can always bring a block underneath your left hand just to bring the earth up a little bit higher. Spin open through your chest. Bring your hips down. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Both hands come down to your neck. Inhale for a grounded crescent or crescent moon. So back knee is going to drop down to your mat. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Cool. Hang out here for a couple of breaths. One option that you can take here, interlace your hands, place them onto your right thigh. You can push down against your thigh and then press away from you. So it might allow you to engage into your left quad, so the front part of your thigh might start to wake up. And then it might allow you to lift your chest up and open up. So keep all of that engagement that's happening there. Inhale, arms back up. Cool. Now tuck your back toes under. Listen here. Exhale. Chair pose with airplane arms. So press into your right foot. Bring your left foot to meet your left and fly your fingertips back behind you. So sit kind of deep into this chair. Like you're trying to tap into like a little teeny tiny chair behind you and you're like, is it there? Is it there? I can't quite feel it, but you don't want to give in all the way. And once you've gotten really low into your hips, we're going to push up and away. One-legged Tadasana. Left knee is going to lift up. And the arms overhead. Flex your toes back toward your face, so keep even your foot active here. Take a breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. So slowly glide the left foot to the back of your mat. Land on your toes and fly your fingertips back. Get a little wobbly, totally fine. Inhale, warrior two. Open up all the way. Bend into your front knee. Press into the pinky toe side of your back foot. Then reach long through your fingertips. Breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Shift forward, rotate your arms. And then that elbow can be on your thigh to push up and away and lengthen out through your side body. Get a little extra strength there, or maybe press your arm inside your thigh and twist your chest open. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Keep the bend in your front knee. Lengthen out through your side bodies. We're getting a nice stretch there. Take a breath in. And exhale, chaturanga, both hands down. If you want to add a layer here, maybe that leg stays lifted. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We got another special guest before we get into the left side.
Oh boy.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, hi. Yesterday? Or the other day? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Take a break, hold on. This is what happens when you go home. Jackson, this is Jackson. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Go get it.
That was Jackson.
That was Jackson. Okay, we're ready to do the left side?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you feel like a little off balance?
Just a little bit, yeah.
A little bit, okay. We're gonna fix that. Come back into down dog. All right. Big breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, low lunge, step that foot through. Inhale for grounded twist. This time right hand down, left arm reaches up. So think of the twist coming from your upper body. So if your left hip starts to lift up, ground it down and spin through your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, both hands down. And then inhale, crescent moon. So again, back knee's gonna come down. Reach your arms up. And if you wanna do the same thing that we did on the other side, maybe interlace your hands, place them onto your thigh. Feel a little extra activation into your upper body, into your hips, into your quads, and then arms reach up. Take a breath in, tuck your back toes under, exhale, chair pose with airplane arms, both feet meet. Sit nice and deep into your chair. Squeeze your inner thighs together, feel a little pressure there. And then push away from the earth, inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right knee's gonna lift up. Even your toes are active. Take a breath in here. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arm, or chair pose, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Step it back, slow, slow, slow. Give yourself a moment, find your balance. And inhale, warrior two. Take up all that space. Widen out. Think of your front knee stacking over your ankle and opening up towards the sky. Breathe in. And exhale, extended side angle. Come forward, rotate your arms. Just opening our bodies in ways that they don't get to do throughout the rest of the day. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Keep the bend in your front knee. Nice side body stretch, breath in. And exhale, chaturanga, both hands down. Any variation that works for you. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Okay, we'll put that all together. Move with our breath. Again, just do what feels good for you. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, grounded twist, right arm up. Exhale, low lunge, both hands down. Back knee down, inhale, crescent moon. Right away, tuck your back toes. Exhale, chair plane, step forward. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, left knee lifts up. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, step back. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, grounded twist, left arm high. Exhale, low lunge. Back knee down, inhale, crescent moon. Tuck your toes, exhale, chair plane. Inhale, one-legged, right knee lifts. Exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms, step it back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, a few little changes here. Think of muscle memory. So we're doing things that are similar, but not exactly the same. But your body's going to be ready for it. Are we awake now?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's like coffee, but like...
Well, I left that in the car.
Oh,
so,
dang it.
You know, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's good. This is like coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inhale, right, lifts up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, grounded twist. Now here's a change. Exhale, horizon lunge. Rotate to the pinky toe sides of both of your feet. And then reach your right fingertips to the back of the room. As you do this, your hips are gonna start to lower down. And the more you lower down, the more you'll feel probably that outer hip stretch. So it's okay if you wanna push up and lift your hips a little higher.
It's supposed to feel like that.
Yeah, it's supposed to feel like that. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, low lunge, both hands down. Inhale for high lunge, crescent lunge. So back knee will stay lifted this time. Reach up towards the sky. So a little more challenge here. Legs are open. You're pushing up through your back toes. You might even wiggle your back toes back. You can always bend into your back knee. That's going to give you a little extra space to fill that empty spot in your low back. Pull your core in towards your body. Take a breath in. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Step forward. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Left knee lifts up. Here's another change. Bring your hands down onto your hips. This is just going to give you a little extra balance instead of your arms being out all crazy. But if you want that challenge, maybe you want it. All right, stay here. Flex your toes back. And then extend your left foot towards the front of the room. Now maybe your leg doesn't go totally straight. Maybe your leg is a little bit lower. That's okay. But you're going to feel your leg definitely working. Rebend your knee. Bring it back in. And exhale, kick it back out. One more of those, bend, and kick. Bring your arms back up overhead, breathe in, and exhale, step it back, crescent lunge, airplane arms. Listen here, inhale, crescent, arms high, and then exhale, airplane pose. Come forward onto your right foot. As you press away, fly your fingertips back, lift your back toes off of your mat. Just on one foot. We've been on one foot before, so we know how this feels. Let's stay for 4, 3, 2. Land your back toes down in 1. And then back to the flow. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. One more change. Inhale, up to star. And exhale, wide-legged fold. Hinge at your hips and bring your chest all the way down. So after a bit of challenging postures, of our hearts racing, of being on one foot, now just let your body hang down. You might grab for the outsides of your feet. You might bring your hands out long in front of you. Yeah, get a little neck stretch, maybe a shoulder stretch. It can feel good here to bend your knees, bring your weight into your toes, and just breathe. Let's take about 2 more full big rounds of breath. We got one more. And wherever your arms are at, you can bring them onto your hips, or maybe you choose to bring them out to a T. Inhale takes you all the way back up to standing. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, chaturanga. Also, you can skip it. If you just want to go straight to down dog, that's okay too. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. We got another side. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, grounded twist. Lift the left arm up. And then again into that horizon lunge. So pinky toe sides of both of your feet. Hips go down. Reach towards the back of the room. If you got the space for it, your hips might go down real low. But it's okay if not. Just push up and away. Use that grounded hand. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, low lunge. Back knee is going to stay lifted. Inhale for high lunge, crescent lunge. Lift up. Feel some space into your chest. Maybe pinkies rotate in more towards each other. Breathe in. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms, step forward. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Right knee is going to lift up. And an option to keep your hands high, or whatever you want to do with your arms. Maybe hands onto the hips. And then we'll just test out this balance thing, right? And our flexibility that we're feeling right now. Maybe dance moves as you kick your heel forward.
You said I could do anything.
Anything. Well, just about anything. Just about anything. Bend your knees. It's fair.
You're giving me the options.
I understand.
Explore.
What I've set myself up for. Okay. I should have known. One more time, kick it out. Rebend, I heard that pop. That's a good one. All right, arms back up.
They're listening to music, okay?
This is true. Step it back. They have no idea all the pops and the cracks that are happening. All right, inhale, crescent lunge, arms reach back up. Exhale, airplane Dakasana, come forward onto your left foot. Fly your fingertips back, open up through your chest. Think of all 5 of your right toes flexing down towards the earth. Stay for 3, 2, land your back toes down. In 1. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, up to star. I know, I changed it up.
Oh, you changed it right.
Yeah,
This
exhale,
one.
wide pull, because it just feels so good. One more time, just like 4 rounds of breath here. Want to bend one knee and then the other. Keep breathing, we got 2 more breaths. Last one. Then press into your feet, come all the way back up to star. Now we're back to where we were before. Exhale, warrior 2. Nice, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop down your knees. Take a little break. That's a lot. It's a lot of movement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How we doing over here, people? What do we got going on? Hi, everyone. I recognize a bunch of names, bunch of faces there. Thanks for joining. Again, this is a donation-based class. Don't forget to hydrate. And if you want to donate, I posted some links about it. And if not, just do it afterwards. But grab a sip of water, and we're going to continue on. Keep moving your body. You don't have to do everything that I'm saying. You can also just, listen along if you would like. Okay, a little bit of water. Then we're going to have a seat on our mat.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Great.
Yeah.
Come on down.
I'm awake.
You're awake now?
I'm awake now.
Don't need
Close.
the coffee.
No, I'll still need the coffee.
Okay. Afterwards.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Okay, so real quick, we're just gonna get ourselves down onto our backs. But let's do it with like a little bit of work,
Okay.
a little bit of core work. Just like a little bit. Okay, bow pose. So grab behind your knees, pull your chest forward, and then start to lean your body back. Might feel your shoulders, your chest activate, probably feel a little bit right there. And then it depends on your feet. Some people toes are down, some people heels are down. For me, if I flex my toes down, then my feet get all achy. So I start with heels. And then if you're here, maybe lift your feet up off your mat. And then if you're feeling like you're pretty balanced there, you can stay. Or you can let your hands go out to the sides. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. But maybe with your jazz hands, you're like, I'm gonna lower down. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. And then maybe you find yourself into some kind of hollow body where jazz hands are hard. You might do them. I'm not going to. But everything else is shaking. Okay. Wait, when do we go down? Are we going to go down yet? How about now? That was good.
That was good.
Okay, long stretch. Big, big stretch. And then we'll take it into bridge pose here. Plant your feet down. Reach down so that your fingertips just barely touch your heels. And if you have a little bit of distance, see what it feels like to walk your feet in a little bit closer. If that still isn't working for you, maybe your hips go a little closer towards your feet. And then once you get there, inhale, press your hips up towards the sky. If you've got a block, this is a great place to take this block, place it between your thighs. And then as you lift up, squeeze against the block. It's gonna help your outer glutes start to activate. So you're squeezing in, almost like you're trying to push the block up towards the sky. And you can take your hands and nuzzle your shoulders underneath you, maybe interlace your hands. Something I like to do is take the backs of my hands and press to the insides of my feet. And feel the front of your body, this whole front line, just sort of flatten out as you press your hips up a little higher. Breathe in. And exhale, slowly lower down. If you got a block, just set that off to the side. And then we'll windshield wiper our legs side to side. A little back release. So many pops. You're just a very active person.
I move a lot. So when I don't move and then start again, it's a process.
It's a process. All right, lock your knees in, rock along your spine a couple of times. Once, twice, however many you want. Come into a tabletop. We're going to take gate pose here. So ground into your left hand. Rotate your left toes out towards the side. And then extend your right leg all the way to the back of your mat. And as you're on that big toe side of your foot, see if you can flatten out through the sole of your foot. And then reach your right arm up towards the sky. Go ahead and let your head just hang down. And then as your head comes down, maybe your right fingertips reach towards the front of your mat. Get a nice gravity stretch through your side. And breath in. And breath out. And as your right hand comes up towards the sky, let it take you all the way to the back of your mat. So press your hand away from the earth. Come up and over. Get a nice side stretch to the other side. And again, just let your head and neck hang heavy. And then come back up through center. And float yourself all the way back to tabletop. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Right hand is down, right toes up to the side. Extend your foot towards the back of the mat. Let the whole sole of your foot come down and reach up towards the sky. And breathe in. And let your head and your hand fall towards the front of your mat. Big breath in. And big breath out. Come up through center and all the way to the back. Big, long side body stretch. And use your breath. Inhale, come up. And exhale back to tabletop. When you're ready, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you want to go through another chaturanga or any other shapes before you get there, but down dog. Or you could stay in a child's pose, really, if you wanted to. Are you ready to go? Are we ready to move on? Okay.
I'm ready.
Cool. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, bring your feet to meet your hands at the top of your mats. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into chair pose. So sit your hips low and reach your arms up overhead. Now, if you have a shoulder thing like I do, maybe this is a lot for your shoulders over and over again. So you can bring your arms out a little wider, or maybe bring your hands to heart center, but sit nice and deep into your chair. Eventually, though, no matter where your arms are at, we will bring your hands to our heart. Take a breath in here. Exhale, prayer twist over towards the right side. So left elbow is going to come outside your right knee. You also have an option to bring your elbow between your knee if that's more accessible to you. Sit nice and deep. And if your thumbs and your hands are over towards your shoulder, think of pressing your elbow against your leg against your elbow, and pulling your hands towards your heart. Wrists and elbows stay in line. Take another breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Release your hands down. Shake out your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Helps us reset. And exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Inhale for high lunge, crescent lunge. Reach all the way up. And exhale, open twist to your right. So if your right knee is forward, open up to the right side. If your left knee is forward, open up to the left side. Cool. So arms are just open. Hips are forward, breath in. Exhale, exalted warrior. Bring your right hand down into your left leg. And then reach your left fingertips up. So we are lifting, we are twisting, we are lifting, we are twisting. Might even gaze up, get a little neck stretch in there. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, back up, crescent lunge. Nice. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale into half moon balancing. So come forward into your right foot. Your hips, your shoulders are parallel and stacked. And then balance onto your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Here's another place where a block or a water bottle could be really good. Brings the earth a little bit closer to you. If it's helpful for you to bring a hand onto your hip. This is also a great place. Remember we talked about with that one-legged lift, how our toes will reflect back towards our face. This can also help you to be a little more aware of that lifted leg. Maybe if I keep talking, you forget how long you've been standing like this. For 3, 2, and 1. Land your back foot down. Warrior two, breathe in. And exhale, chaturanga. Again, always option to take it straight to downward facing dog. Maybe you choose to hold a high plank. It's totally up to you. We got one more side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hang out here for just a moment. Bring weight into your heels. Let your toes feel nice and light. Breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, prayer twist. Elbow can come between your knees or outside of your left knee. Maybe your gaze is down. Maybe your gaze is up. Thumbs are pressing towards your heart. Find space between your rib cage, your lungs. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to your mat. Feel free to shake out your hips. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. This time the right foot goes back, or opposite of whatever you did on the other side. Inhale for crescent lunge, high lunge. Exhale, open twist to the left. Breathe in. And exhale, exalted warrior. Bring that back hand down to your back leg. Lift your chest, twist to the back. Lift your chest, twist to the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Gently come back into crescent lunge, arms up. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, half moon balancing. This time you come on to your left foot. Right leg lifts up. Whoa. Option for that block. Again, if you got it, block or water bottle or whatever feels good for you. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Open up. 3, 2, nice. 1, land your back toes down. Breathe in, warrior two. And exhale, find your way to down dog, however you would like to get there. Downward facing dog. Okay, inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Even down to your knees if you like. Oh my gosh, we've made it down. You got 3 options. You get to decide. What is it that you need today? We did a cobra pose earlier, so that's pretty familiar. You can take a bound locust, which means that your hands are going to interlace behind your back. Or you can take a floor bow where you bend your knees and grab for the outsides of your feet. Dealer's choice. Cool. Any of those, whatever you need. Inhale, lift your chest. If you've got your feet, exhale, kick against your feet. If you're in a bound locust pose, just lift your feet up off of your mat. Punch your knuckles towards the back of the room. We're letting our chests be open and our spines be supported. And then if you're in this floor bow right here, as you kick against your feet, feel like you can roll onto your belly, and then your thighs lift up a little bit higher. One more breath in. Exhale, lower down. And turn your gaze to one side. Might feel good to rock your hips side to side or windshield wiper your legs. We're almost there. So close. All right.
This isn't nap pose?
We're getting really close to nap pose.
Sweet.
Cool. Press up into a tabletop. I mean, you can take nap pose whenever you want to.
It's true.
It's true. All right, but before we get to nap pose, we're gonna take a camel pose. Is that all right?
That's great.
Okay, come up onto your knees. Bring your knees about hip width distance apart. Again, this is a cool place if you want to grab a block and squeeze it between your thighs. Totally optional. Hands onto your low back. Exactly, why not? Press your hips forward, lift your chest up, and then trace your gaze up, up, up along the ceiling, opening up through the front of your body, even your throat. Sometimes we forget and we let our heads come back, and then your throat feels a little tight. So maybe lift your gaze up a little bit, find more of an arc into your body. When you feel like you had enough here, inhale is what's going to lift you all the way back up. And have a seat on your heels. Take a little breath here. If you haven't noticed already, we've done a lot of back bending and heart opening in this. So maybe you feel a little flustered, maybe your heart's racing. It's that fight or flight that's coming in. That's one of the postures that really makes that happen. So, are you doing okay?
I'm
Okay.
feeling good.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you ready for?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm ready. I
Okay.
think you're ready too.
All right. I think. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on down to your back. We did bridge pose just a little bit ago. You are totally more than welcome to take bridge pose again. Again, that's still like a heart opener. It's a chest opener. It's possible that we've been preparing you for wheel pose. So if you want to take a wheel pose, your legs and your feet are going to be exactly the same as they were in your bridge pose, right? So feet about hip width distance where you can touch them. But if you're going to choose a wheel pose today, this one's a hard one for me, I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty hard one for me. I got tight shoulders. Okay, so hands are going to come by your ears. Fingertips will face towards your feet. Now, bridge pose, as you know, hips lift up, right? Your head and your shoulders stay down. But if you want to take a wheel pose, as you press into your feet, you're also going to press into your palms. Maybe you start with your head on your mat and then press into your palms and send your heart and your chest up towards the sky. Now use your side bodies, your obliques to lift you up, but I'm trying to talk and do this all at the same time. Squeeze your inner thighs together, hold it up. You can stay longer if you want to, but my shoulders are like, Tammy, what are you doing? Bridge pose, wheel pose. Maybe you hold it a little bit longer. And then Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide. You might bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. That wheel is like it's a love-hate relationship for me. I'm like, yeah, ow, yeah. Couple breaths. And then grab for the outsides of your knees. Close your legs together. Now, since we've done so much heart opening and back bends, we're going to do something completely opposite and take it into a plow pose. If plow pose is not something within your practice, you can always take a seated forward fold, or you just come to a seat, fold forward towards your toes. You want to get a really, really nice deep fold. Turn to the side a little bit here. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Press down through your palms. Send your feet up overhead. And then rotate a little bit. There we go. And you can support your low back here. You might bring your hands down. And just let the weight of your hip bones bring you into a nice deep forward fold. If it feels good for you and your toes are down, you might even bend your knees. So our pelvic bone is one of the biggest and heaviest bones in our body. So the advantage of taking the plow pose is that that big heavy bone is going to pull you even deeper. So just taking it completely opposite of the shape that we've been in for most of the last hour. If you want to find a little bit more depth, you might bend your knees, bring your knees around your ears for an ear pinning pose. Some people really like to take this through a shoulder stand, so support your low back. Send your toes up towards the sky. And think of your toes stacking over your hips. And then as you come out, bend your knees. Support yourself as you lower all the way down to your back. Cool, cool. Okay. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It feels really good after all that heart opening. Okay, we're cooling down. We're on our backs. Supine figure 4. So bend both knees,
And then take your right ankle, stack it on top of your left thigh, and draw your right knee towards the front of your mat. Now you're welcome to stay here. This might feel like enough for you, but you might bring that foot up, and then bring your hands through underneath the belly of your thigh, and pull down. If you lift up your shoulders, consider lowering it down. If it's not possible to lower down, you might release that grip just a little bit so that you can feel a bit of softness. Better?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. And then just breathe. Now that you're on your back, maybe close your eyes. A little less control on your breath. Putting a lot of energy, a lot of effort. And then from here, release the grip on your legs, and then let your legs fall over towards the left for a supine twist. If you want to keep your legs much like they are, that's fine. You can also extend out your bottom leg. You might bring that foot on top, or any adjustments you want to make with your low body. Could feel good to tee out your arms. Gaze towards one side. A little extra twist, but this one more like a gravity twist. Uh-huh.
Yep.
One more breath here. And come back to center. Supine figure four to the other side. And again, you can stay right here. Maybe bring your legs in close. Interlace your hands under your thigh. You just decide how much space you need there, how tight you feel. And take another breath here. And then release your grip. Fall into that supine twist. Like I said, you can adjust your legs however feels good. And gravity does most of the work for you here. And a couple of breaths. And come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll take a happy baby, so knees in, and then bring your feet wide of your hips. With your feet towards the sky, you might grab behind your knees, you might grab your ankles, or if it's accessible, you might grab onto your feet. If it feels good to let your hips rock a little side to side, maybe extend out one leg and then the other. Ananda Balasana, happy baby. And then one last time, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight, tight, tight squeeze. Let's check our timing. We're doing great. Big, 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 tight ball. Exhale, Shavasana, let it go. Extend your legs long, arms by your sides. Close your eyes, take up some space. Like I said, we're sitting here in a bit of silence, but if you have some music going, whatever that is, just find some peace, some stillness, some breath. Corpse pose. We're gonna stay here for about a minute or so. Let your lips part. Almost silence, not quite.
of course, you are welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like. You are in your own space. You're in a safe space. So feel free to lay here a while longer. But if you're ready to continue on with the rest of your day, bring back some awareness, some breath, some movement. Might choose to take a big morning stretch like you just woke up. And roll off onto one side into a fetal position. Use one of your arms as a pillow. And gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. My palms meet at my heart as a sign of gratitude. As always, the student is the teacher, the light in me. Sees and honors the student, the teacher, and the light in you. Thank you for taking the time to join Kylie and I today. Bring your hands to your third eye. Bow forward. Namaste. Thanks again, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. There's still time if you want to donate. Take your time. Send me messages if you have any questions about it. Later today, we'll be announcing the winners of the prizes and everything, and also announcing how much we were able to raise today. So stay tuned. I'm recording this, so it'll be up on Instagram, it'll be up on Facebook, and I'll put it up on YouTube. But yeah.
Yeah, benefiting Don't Shoot PDX.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. Oh, and again, if you don't have the financial means to do it, there's tons of ways to contribute and to help out. Like I said, there is something happening tomorrow, community efforts and things like that. So
yeah, it's also, it is Juneteenth, so, go out, support a Black business, go spend your money.
Yeah.
And in the communities that need it and need support, and they have real nice things, and that's what I'm going to be spending my day doing. Is throwing money around and
throw money around.
Just yeah.
Now that you're
Now I'm all loosey goosey.
Yeah.
I've done all those free form arm movements. I feel ready to participate and give some money to some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. See you later. How do I end this?
Oh jeez.
And finish. And finish.